Hello everybody, so apparently ChatGPT is experimenting with ads now, so soon maybe you will see ads depending on how much you're paying them. You need to pay more if you don't want to see them, sadly. And here is the article that they posted yesterday, testing ads in ChatGPT, ads that support free access and don't change ChatGPT answers. And here they have some video where they demonstrate that. So you ask a question to ChatGPT, we'll see, it gives its answer. Some recipe, and here they will have sponsored results. Yeah, you can easily consume, and here we can see a picture of that, how it would look like. So you get your results like usual, but then you get sponsored things at the bottom. And this is a follow-up to what they recently posted here, our approach to advertising and expanding access to ChatGPT. So it was in January 16, they already announced here that they would start with ads with this picture as well. So we already knew that it was coming. So what's happening now with the ChatGPT, that's actually what happened earlier to Perplexity. So this was in November 12, and they started with experimenting with ads. So after your question, they would have like follow-up questions that you can ask the AI, but also sponsored questions. So that's something they started with more than a year ago, and I used and paid for Perplexity at that point, but then I switched and I haven't used them since then because of the ads they started with, and I don't really want to have ads at all. And what they're doing now with ChatGPT, so that will be for the free and Go subscription tiers. So if you're paying more with Plus, Pro, Business, Enterprise, and Education, they will not have ads, at least for now, but yeah, who knows? I guess it will get enshittified more and more. So yeah, they start with this today, but maybe they will blend in more in the future. Who knows? They claim that they will be respectful and this is only this, and yeah, but yeah, who knows? I think it will be enshittified. Some years from now, it will look completely different from what it is today. And it's quite funny because in an interview, so Sam Altman did with Lex Fridman, we can listen here what he said about ads. So it was almost 2 years ago, in March 18, 2024. So we can listen here what he says.
Yeah. What about the ad side? Have you ever considered monetization?
I kind of hate ads just as like an aesthetic choice. I think ads needed to happen on the internet for a bunch of reasons to get it going, but it's a more mature industry. The world is richer now. I like that people pay for ChatGPT and know that the answers they're getting are not influenced by advertisers. I'm sure there's an ad unit that makes sense for LLMs, and I'm sure there's a way to like participate in the transaction stream in an unbiased way that is okay to do. But it's also easy to think about like the dystopic visions of the future where you ask ChatGPT something and it says, oh, here's, you should think about buying this product, or you should think about, this going here.
And isn't this what they're doing now? They're gonna, yeah, this dystopian future that he's talking about. They're showing up ads, buy this, buy this. And he kind of hated ads as an aesthetic choice, and now they're adding ads. What happened? And it's also funny with the Sam Altman with his complete flip. Here he says in an interview, first of all, on the Instagram ads point, that was actually the thing that made me think, okay, maybe ads don't always suck. I love Instagram ads. They have added value to me. I found stuff I never would have found. I bought a bunch of stuff. I actively like Instagram ads. I think there is many things I respect about Meta, but getting that so right was a surprisingly cool thing to me. Other than that, I viewed ads on the internet as sort of like a tax. And I think it's funny with Instagram ads. I think it's just full of like drop ship and weird things. Like it's just crap there. And I don't want to see ads anywhere. And the ads on Instagram, they're so low quality. But here Sam Altman, he has flipped and love ads. Who says that they love ads on Instagram? I don't think anybody will want to see ads. So it's just lying. And here, this was also in January 16 when they posted this news article. He wrote on X announcing that they would start with testing ads. And then Anthropic, they responded by making an ad on Super Bowl about this. We can take a look at it.
Can I get a six-pack quickly?
Perfect. That is a clear and achievable goal. Would you like me to tailor a personalized workout plan?
Yes.
Perfect. Let me personalize this for you. Let's start with your age, weight, and height. Whenever you're ready.
5'7", 23 years old, 140 pounds.
Got it. I'll create a plan that focuses on aesthetic strength training. But confidence isn't just built in the gym. Try Step Boost Max, the insoles that add 1 vertical inch of height and help short kings stand tall.
What?
Use code HEIGhtMaxing10 for big discounts.
But not to Claude.
What's the difference between me and you?
So there was a jab at ChatGPT since they had announced just a few days earlier this with the ads coming. And then Sam Altman had a mental breakdown on X. So first, the good part of the Anthropic ads, they're funny and I laughed. But I wonder why Anthropic would go for something so clearly dishonest. Blah, blah, blah. He posts a very, very long post here. I think it's a bit funny here what people say. Anthropic makes funny ad about ad-driven AI. Sam writes 400-word defensive essay calling them authoritarian, deceptive and elitist. The ad hit a nerve. Wonder why. Yeah, this is a sensitive topic for Sam Altman. And here on Business Insider, Sam Altman says Anthropic's Super Bowl spot is dishonest about ChatGPT ads, but he agrees it's funny. So this is about the same X post that they have made an article about. So it has been going around in the news with this jabbing back and forth between Anthropic and OpenAI. Currently, I'm paying for a pro subscription to ChatGPT. I'm glad I will not get any ads, but I really hate ads. I don't want to see them on YouTube and not in my search. So like with search, I'm using 𝗘𝗺𝗓𝗓, so that's a paid search engine. So I don't need to get to see any ads there. And I think it's good to pay with your wallet instead of paying with your attention. So that's why I'm using 𝗘𝗺𝗓𝗓 like for search. And I don't want to see ads anywhere. I think it's kind of like brain rotting that I don't want to have that influence and getting any opinions from ads. I think it's already bad enough, like when going in public transportation with the subway and the buses, that there are ads everywhere that you can't block out. Maybe in the future with AR glasses that they will be able to block ads. And I've seen some experiments, but I think at least in the digital world, then it's still possible. But I really don't want to see any ads in ChatGPT or any like search engine or anything I use. That's why I switched from Perplexity in the past. And if ads are coming to ChatGPT for the subscription I'm paying for, then I will switch again. I'm also using Claude, and I'm glad that they are against ads, at least for now. But I think all of them are burning money, and now it's just trying to survive. And we will see who survives the longest. And yeah, the winner will probably 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗏 their product once they are the only one left. So yeah, we will see what happens. But for now, I think it's at least quite funny with Sam Altman, how he has completely flipped from 2 years ago, hating the aesthetics of ads, and now suddenly loving Instagram ads. Like that is the worst of the worst, I would say, but now he loves them. So, but I think he's just talking about like from his survival instinct that they are burning so much cash now at OpenAI, so they just need to do whatever to survive. I don't think they will have that many years left if they don't do something about it. So yeah, it seems like it's just about survival now. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think about this with ads coming to ChatGPT. Will you switch, and what do you think? It will be interesting to hear. But that was it for today. I hope you have a great day, and let's see each other another time. Bye bye!